I never can quite say as much as I know. I look at other birds and I wonder if it's the same for them. If somebody is trapped in each of them paying some kind of price for living their life in a certain way. For instance, hello, I say, and I'm sitting in a pet store and what I'm really thinking is, holy shit, it's you.
Hi.
And what happened
Aw,
is, I'm looking at my wife,
pretty
and I
bird.
can't believe how beautiful she is. I can't believe it's really her. She scratches the back of my neck, and for a moment, I think she knows it's me. But she
I
doesn't,
want
of
to take you home
course.
with me.
She seems to know about birds. She knows that to pet a bird, you don't smooth its feathers down, you ruffle them. But of course, she did that in my human life as well. It's all the same for her. Not that I was complaining at that moment in the pet shop when she found me like I presumed she was supposed to. And that's how I ended up in my own apartment once again. I got my cage, and I guess I'm happy enough about that. I can pace as much as I want. I can hang upside down. It's full of bird toys. That dangling thing over there needs a good thrashing a couple times a day, and I'm just the bird to do it. I look at the very dangle of it, and the thing is rough, and I get this restlessness in the back of my tail, a burning, thrashing feeling, and it's like all the times when I was sure there was a man naked with my wife. Then I go to this thing that feels so familiar, and I bite and bite, and it's very good. I could have used the thing the last day I went out of this apartment as a man. This is one of my wife's typical Sunday afternoons of egg shopping.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the store for a little bit. I'll be back in a couple hours. Bye.
Okay, love you. I found the address of the new guy at her office. He'd been there only a month, and 3 times she's mentioned him. I'm not stupid, so I went to his house. Thinking about that now, my wings flap and I feel myself lift up, and it all seems so avoidable. Though, I know I'm different now. I'm a bird. Except I'm not. That's what's confusing. It's like those times when she would tell me she loved me and I actually believed her. And maybe it was true as we clung to each other in bed, and at times like that, I was different. I was the man in her life. I was whole with her. Except, even at that moment, holding her sweetly, there was this other creature inside me and knew a lot more about it and couldn't quite put all the evidence together to speak. My cage sits in the living room. If I come all the way down to one end of my perch, I can see down the hallway to the bedroom. I watch the men go in and I hear the sounds, but I can't quite see, and it drives me crazy. I squawk and I fluff up and I attack that dangly toy as if it was that guy's balls. But it does no good. It never did any good in the other life either. The thrashing around I did by myself. In that other life, I'd given anything to be standing in this living room with her doing this thing with some other guy just down the hall. And all I had to do was walk down there and turn the corner and she couldn't deny it anymore. But now all I can do is try to let it go. But I can't. I look out the big sliding glass doors. There's a blue sky that plucks at the feathers on my chest. There are clouds, other birds. Fly away. I could just fly away, but I don't. I have to remember how the world has changed. She's single now, of course. Her husband, the man that I was, is dead to her. She does not understand all that is behind my hello. I talk pretty well, but none of my words are adequate. I can't make her understand. Then there was a moment that thrilled me. This guy with his cowboy belt buckle and rattlesnake boots and his twanging words of love trailed after my wife past my cage, and I said cracker. He'd been called that before to his face, I realized. So I said it again. Cracker. To him, I was a bird and he let it pass. It would just be a couple of moments before the whooping would begin down the hall. There would be nothing I could do to shut out the noises.
What are you waiting for?
Asshole. But then, something new happened. Something very difficult for me. She appeared in the living room barely dressed. I look at her, and she is beautiful. Although, she seems too naked. Plucked. I find that a sad thing. I'm sorry for her. I want to pluck some of my own feathers, the feathers from my chest, and give them to her. I love her more at that moment, seeing her terrible nakedness, than I ever have before.
That's a good girl.
Hello, I say, meaning you are still connected to me. I still want only you. Hello, I say again. Please, please listen to this tiny heart that beats fast at all times for you. And then the cracker comes through to the living room. I'm beginning to see myself as I really appear to her. So I fly. Even though I know there is something between me and that place where I can be free of all these feelings, I will throw myself there again and again because I can never say what is in my heart to her. Never.